Welcome back to my channel. It was week 4 last week, if I remember correctly, and I know this video has been delayed by a few days already. I'm afraid the next release for PyFlows has to wait for a bit more. The reason for that is probably going to be interesting to you, I believe, as much as it was for me last week. And we are still working towards the goal of completing PyFlows. It is just that it's going to take a bit of deviation now. The truth is, I was distracted by these little things here, if you can see it. Now, these are what we call microcontrollers, and they are very, very different to computers like the Raspberry Pi that we have been experimenting on with for the last few weeks. These microcontrollers are called Picos. They are a part of the Raspberry Pi family, but very different to Pis themselves. The Pis are full-fledged computers. They have an operating system, they have peripheral drivers, they run Linux, they can run even .NET apps on them. Now, we used to take advantage of the fact that there was already a library that the good gentleman had written that helps us connect and manipulate the GPIO pins on the Pis without us having to write any code to run on the Pi. Now, that is why it was very useful for building PyFlows. But microcontrollers are a completely different ballgame. They do not have any operating systems. They cannot run big bulky code. We have to program everything from scratch, and that too in C or C++ or assembly. The challenge that I have taken on is to see if we can control these boards using power effects, just like the regular Pi, and using our PyFlows. It has been hard going though, with quite a lot of failures. I just wanted to keep you posted and say that the distraction has been pretty heavy, that I couldn't achieve some of the goals I had set myself up to complete within PyFlows last week. In fact, I haven't even touched PyFlows trying to get these microcontrollers programmed for remote access, just like the regular Pis. So why do I care so much about trying to get PyFlows working with these? While these boards don't seem all that powerful like the Pis, they have tremendous value for IoT enthusiasts. Firstly, they are really, really cheap to acquire. They can do their job quite well. There are no complications having to set up and configure and do other things to get them going. In fact, you program them once and only your program will run on them, and it will run without any breaks of any kind. Now, they are ideal for IoT apps, but they come with a very high price, which is that we need to learn to program them using very low-level languages like C or C++ or assembly. That won't fly for us low-code enthusiasts. So the question then is, can we control them using PyFlows just like the Pis? Will we ever be able to control them? What if we could connect the microcontrollers to radio modules like these? These are full-fledged radio modules, or even Wi-Fi networks. Is it possible for then that we can actually connect to these Picos and then run our code on them using PyFlows? I'm not sure yet. The first thing is that I will have to brush up on my skills on C and C++, which I left behind quite a while ago. I also might have to learn a bit of assembly language, which is again quite new, especially because of the fact that these run ARM or ARM Cortex processors. So the assembly that I used to write for Intel processors like x86 and x64, is completely different to ARM one. So I don't know if I will be able to do that. But either which way, I am committed to trying to get PyFlows talking to these microcontrollers remotely. So wish me luck, and that's all from me for now. And I'll keep you posted with a new video next week on how I'm getting on. See you.